I always say it's terrible habit. Welcome to the Geek All-Father. This is the Independence Day 2 review. So I did a video on my way to watch the film, just to let you know that I was doing that in case you were interested. Probably not interested, no one is, not even I was interested. But now we're doing like the actual review. So in my car, I'm driving in my car singing a shitty little song. Yeah, so Independence Day Resurgence is a sequel to 1996's Independence Day, which was like a box office hit even for way back then, when movies didn't make the kind of money they can today. But film received quite a varied critique from the film world. I'm going to say I like it. I like it all the way up until the last 5 minutes, and literally the last couple of sentences. So let's tell you what the film's about, what some people maybe said about it before, and what I'm going to say about it now. So two things to remember. Number one, this is my opinion, so technically it doesn't actually count. And number two, there may be some spoilers about the film. So if you don't want spoilers, I know you've already watched 2 minutes of the film, but spoilers, stop watching now. Oh, and thirdly, I swear, I say it all the time, just in case I offend anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to be offensive. Although, fuck you. Right. So, Independence Day 2 takes place 20 years after the original event, or disaster if you like to call it that, where the aliens came down and fucked the planet up, and we won by planting a virus into their mothership, which was in space, and it stopped all the other ships from working. And this film picks up 20 years later. So basically, we've used alien tech as a planet. We've used alien tech to advance our own tech, and we're in the golden age of man, if you like. There's no crime, violence, all that stuff's there. No more political battles between countries. All of that good stuff, that's all gone, or is there, whatever you like. And now we're basically living a good life. You find out a little bit later in the film, maybe not everyone lived a good life straight away. There was large parts of Africa where the aliens didn't die, and there was a resistance, and the aliens hunted humans, and the humans had to adapt, if you like, to hunt them back, but without the tech. So they're still kind of like rebel style. And then you've got the rest of the world, led obviously by the Americans. It's a world, all the worlds come together, but America's, still the boss, because they funded the film, so they get to be the boss. And then you got so the story. Part of the story is from the perspective of the aliens coming back, reintroducing the characters that were in the film and where they are now. So Will Smith's character was written out of the film for whatever reason. He didn't want to be in it, and he maybe you should have, but it's Will Smith. He's like A++ megastar, so he's he's beyond this film. But his son's in it. Obviously his son was a different actor, but he was in the first film. He's now a pilot for the Air Force, Air Force, whatever you like, and he flies new tech airplanes. His father was written out. He died in a test flight. Went to space, saved the planet, died in a test flight. Poor. And then you've got the other Hemsworth, not Thor. He was a pilot, but he's now been stationed on the moon because he got a bit leery when he was flying alongside Will Smith's character, son's character, and he basically nearly killed him. So he's been stationed on the moon. So that's his side of the story. He evidently is going out with the original president's daughter, who now works for the White House under a new president. Her dad's gone a bit stir crazy because he obviously he made contact with the aliens. Did he do that? I don't think he did, but still, get to the point. Blah 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 blah. The aliens turn back up in a ship. They turn back up in a ship, and I'm not kidding you. This thing is the size of, say my head was the planet. There it is. Bosh! It was a third of the planet was on top of it, and just one planet. Bang! The legs land, smash up whole cities. Just legs landing, and whoa! And this ship is carrying a whole ecosystem. And if you don't know what that means, read a book. A whole ecosystem of aliens, who, by the way, after 20 years, don't have a name. They're called Independence Day aliens. Every other alien's got a name. Independence Day, like Alien, Xenomorph, Predator, they've got a Japanese name, which escapes me at the moment. Yojima or something like that. These aliens, not so much. Ferengi, Borg, all of those good things, Star Trek, all got names, but no Independence Day aliens. But anyway, there's literally millions of them on this ship. It's a world planet, if you like, and it lands, and its job is to when I was practicing this the other day, I said suck off the planet. It doesn't suck off the planet. There's no sexuality involved in this film. It sucks out the molten core of our planet. What will happen then is, well, basically we'll all die. So that's what that does. The aliens are back. They've got a load of aliens from the first incursion captive in Area 51. It does exist. I've been there. It's where I was born. So that's happening. And on the moon, a new alien appears, big round thing, which Jeff Goldblum's character, who's now, he's like World Ambassador Levinson or something like that. He strongly suggests not blowing up the alien because it doesn't look anything like the aliens we're used to. Even though at the time they wouldn't have known if they advanced their tech, so he was absolutely right. And in good old human stroke American fashion, we blow the shit out of it using tech from the old aliens. That's not such a good idea, but we recover what was inside the ship, we take it to Area 51. That turns out to be a sentient race. Basically, they used to be humanoids, bipedal. They've evolved past that, and they're all technological. They're globes, big balls, and they're the only resistance against the Independence Day, the horde of aliens that they locusts is one name that they've been potentially called, but not officially. That they go across the universe just wiping out planets, and these guys are the only race that successfully put up a fight. So the other alien mission is to find the home planet of this one remaining alien, because that's where they're building a resistance against the locusts. I'm going to call them locusts. Hello, hi Beams, how are you? Thank you for blinding me, you complete asshole. Well done. I hope you now crash. Oh fucking hell. There's sparks coming out of the car in front of me. Shit, I brake. He's got a bit of metal hanging out. Good luck with it. Right, back to the story. Yeah, so this is turning into quite a long film. Long story short, there's a comment that's made, bearing in mind, yeah, the ship is absolutely massive, stuck on top of the planet. It happens to be Will Smith's son's character, and I'm really sorry I don't know his name. I should know his name. It's not a very good review because I don't know character names. He goes, "We have a visual on the alien ship." Well, fucking hell, do ya? Everyone can see this motherfucking thing. It's like, you can see it from the other side of the world. You're like, what the fuck is that? And you can't even see. Right, so anyway, yeah. Long story short, the aliens turn back up. They're going to fuck us up within 24 hours. They're drilling a hole into the core of our Earth. Once they take the molten out of the Earth, we're dead. We've got to fight them back. But this time, they're bigger, they're badder, there's more of them. But we're going to do it because we found this new alien who teaches, Brent Spiner, Data from his character, was in a coma, he wasn't dead. He wakes back up, and he communicates with the spear, and we find out that all that information I told you before. And there's a big fight, and a couple of the guys get trapped on the mothership trying to bomb the Queen. The Queen's very smart, so she figures it out and stops us. The Queen is awesome. Yeah, she's massive. She's like Godzilla size, and maybe not Godzilla size, old Godzilla, not new Godzilla. She's big, but she's got her own suit of armour, very much like the rest of them, which is really cool. And at the end, she comes out of her ship and she starts fucking everything up, and the ships are flying around her. Wicked. Let's get to the actual review of the film. I think it was very good. Yes, the story wasn't as strong as the original, but guess what? The original was original. Do you understand what I'm saying? The original was a new concept, and so when it came out, it went down very well. This film, we're piggybacking on that concept, and no one in the history of ever has made a film as good as the original. If you can find me one that is as good as the original, tell me about it, and I'll tell you that you're wrong. So get that out of your mind. This is a good film. It's got a beginning, it's got a middle, and it's got a slightly dodgy end. It's got action, it's got a little bit of love in it, it's got moral dilemmas in it, it's got all these things in it. It's a good film. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's not got Will Smith in it. As I've said, A++ megastar Hollywood icon doesn't put his name to everything. The last thing he put his name to that he didn't, I suppose, think about enough was After Earth. And again, I liked his character, but I didn't like the film because his son. I had a cup of tea this morning, and my tea was acting better than Jaden Pinkett Smith. But the film's very good. The thing I don't like about it was the end. Now, it took these aliens have come back. They're 20 years more advanced. Everything's changed. Their ships are better. Their guns are better. They've got a mother ship that's covers a third of the planet. They're bad boys, yeah. We've got no fucking chance in hell, but we manage it with the help of someone else. And at the end, we find out that the aliens, basically, the aliens, they're teaching other species on this hidden planet how to defend and give them the right weapons and skills to defeat the locusts forever, permanently. The locusts don't like that, so the Queen tries to stop it, punches her way through Area 51, picks up the thing, but we kill her. Brent Spiner, sci-fi legend, obviously, being in The Next Generation and a bunch of Star Trek films, Independence Day 1, right at the end, he tells everyone, no, hold on, this alien thing that we met 2 hours ago has told us that she wants us to lead the resistance, the universal resistance, against the locusts. And everyone's like, well, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Hold on, your planet's just been obliterated. You want to think about all the dead people and damage repair and no. So what I'm saying to you is, I'll wrap it up now because it's nearly 15 minutes and I'll get in trouble and it gets a bit boring, is number one, it's a good film. Don't not watch it. I will get it on Blu-ray when it comes out, and I will get Independence 1, so I've got a little set, and I now only exclusively get films on Blu-ray that I'd like to watch again, and I will watch it again. That's what I'm saying. Is it the original? No. Can it ever be the original? No. Is the third one going to go a little bit too far off the rails? Yes. But we'll wait until it comes out to see it. That's all I've got to say about that. Oh, and remember, America, I know that you like to think you're in charge of the world. You're not. Give it to the Brit. Oh, you fuck up Britain. Yeah, and we fly through. Oh, they always get the monuments. Hey, give it back. You know, if we were running the resistance, if we were running the world, that shit wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Deuce. Like and subscribe my channel. Sorry about the video being so long, but if you managed to get this far, leave a comment and we'll have a little chat. See you soon. Bye.